Joining me now for a deep dive into the U.S. Senate races up for grabs on Tuesdays, NBC News national politics reporter Bridget Bowman. Let's dig into this together, Bridget, because the Cook Political Report, the final projection for the Senate indicates Republicans are likely to gain a majority. How big a majority, though, that's uncertain, and it's likely depending how well Republicans do in blue wall states. In the Trump era, as you know, virtually every Senate race has lined up with the presidential winner's party. So how is the race playing out in those Cook-designated toss-ups? Let's look at Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin.
Yeah, so you're right. So those states, it's going to be really important to watch the presidential margin here. And this is why it's important that the presidential race is so close. As you mentioned, it's really rare in the Trump era for these states to go a different direction, one direction for president and a different direction for Senate. We could see that happen here if the presidential race is super close. Then you could see maybe some of these Democratic incumbents or Democratic candidates kind of squeaking it out, winning by 1 point or less. Like, the fact that these are so close is really important here for sure. And it is important to note that throughout this election cycle, there has been a gap in polling between the presidential race and the Senate races in a lot of these battlegrounds, where you see the presidential race very close, but you see these Democratic candidates performing better maybe than the top of the ticket, or really what you see are these Republican candidates performing worse than Trump. And that's for a number of different reasons. There are ticket splitters out there, of course. It could be that these Republican candidates are not as well known. So what we really have seen in the final days here is a lot of these Republican candidates in these key battlegrounds trying to catch up to that Trump number. They think if they can get there, then Trump can maybe pull them over the edge in a number of these states.
A couple of long shot scenarios where Democrats could hold a Senate majority. They're playing out right now in Texas and Nebraska. You have Senator Ted Cruz, who's holding a lead over Colin Allred there in Texas. But Democrats' internal polling shows the race tied. Then let's move to Nebraska, the most surprising race, frankly, this cycle. You have independent Dan Osborne, who's made gains on Republican Senator Deb Fischer in this closing stretch. Why have these deep red states, Bridget, grown so close? And what kind of a closing message do you expect Allred and Osborne will likely share to pull off their wins?
Yeah, so the fact that we're talking about these two states is why the fight for the Senate is a little jumbled right now. As the Cook report mentioned, Republicans are favored, but the fact that these two states are competitive could really throw a wrench into Republicans' plans here. And a few different things going on. In Texas, Colin Allred has had a fundraising advantage. He's been outspending Cruz. Cruz has gotten some help here in the end, but Allred has really done a lot of this on his own, with the National Party only engaging in the final weeks of the race here. And one key issue to watch is, of course, abortion, important across the country in a number of states, but especially in Texas with their restrictive abortion ban. Colin Allred went on the air with abortion ads even back before the primary was over. It's something he's been talking about for many, many months. In Nebraska, you have kind of a really interesting situation with that independent candidate that you mentioned. This could be a case of Senator Fischer maybe not taking her races seriously, and, you know, Osborne really kind of flying under the radar, being able to build up some fundraising and name recognition and coming in close here at the end. I think the Trump margin especially is going to be really important here. If Trump is winning this state by double digits, high double digits, it could be tough for Osborne to close that gap. Of course, the message he's sending to voters at the end is that I don't want to work for either party. He's refused to say who he would caucus with if elected, saying he wants to be a true independent. So it's going to be interesting to see just how wide that gap is if Osborne can overcome it.
It is so interesting. I'm so glad you brought that deep dive into the Senate races. Thank you so much, Bridget, for that.